Welcome back, guys, to the Colorado State Dynasty. Here in week number 6, Colorado State will travel to Oregon State, try and get their first win of the season, as it's been a dreadful start to year number 1, 0-4. It's got to go up from here. Nearly came away with one last week. Couldn't finish in the end. As we'll see if we can beat Oregon State, as they have some very nice uniforms. We'll begin on defense, as Oregon State would like to do a rebuild of them. Their uniforms are really nice, but just too high of it overall, as Hankerson, lead running back for them, 325 yards on the season so far. See if he can carry them to their third win of the season. As they go with an option play on the first play, and McCoy gets 18. They go with a run on second down. Blackburn pushes Hankerson out after a 17-yard carry. First and 10 from the 40. As they're taking a shot, swatted down. Great play by Blackburn, I believe. Second and 10. As incomplete it goes. McCoy did a nice job of avoiding the pressure, but they actually are reviewing it, and I think they did overturn it. Does look like he did drag the foot. He did. It's got to be 3rd and 3 now. As just falling forward for the first down is Hankerson. First and 10 from the 30. Right across the middle, but broken up at the last second. Second and 10 from the 30. As a nice play from McCoy gets him inside the red zone. First and 10 from the 12. They go with another outside run here, as Hankerson fighting for every little bit of yardage. Gets 5 on that carry. Second and 5 now from the 7. As wide open on the corner route is the tight end. McCoy finds him. They get into the end zone on their opening drive. Brown brings it to the 16-yard line, as a very good matchup on the outside. Robinson against Horton. First and 10 from the 16. Loss of 2 on the play. As tried to escape pressure, but immediately in his face. 3rd and 12 from the 14 now. Wide open is Brown. And he picks up a first down and more. 28 yards for him. First and 10 from the 38. 3 yards. on that play. 2nd and 7 from the 40 now. Loses a couple, brings up 3rd and 9 from the 39. As a good swat down, never saw him coming across the middle, breaks it up, and now Oregon State has a chance to go up 2 scores. Breaking tackle after tackle. What is this? And he's gonna go all the way. What kind of defense is this? Touchdown, Oregon State. It's a 14-0 lead for Oregon State now. As Brown brings it to the 23. First and 10 from the 23. As Brown left all alone. Stiff arming it way past one defender, pushed out at the 33. First and 10. Second and 8 now from the 31-yard line. Johnson only able to get one. 3rd and 7 from the 30. As Fowler takes off, picks up the first down, and hangs on to the football. Just throws that one away before taking a sack. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 22. Empty look here. As Winfield hangs on to this one for a gain of 5. Third and 5 from the 16. As Johnson drops that one. As the field goes up and doinks off, and it's just getting worse and worse. For Colorado State this season. Hit hard down after 9 yards. Should bring up the end of the first. See if they'll hike the football here. And they don't. End of the first. 14-0 Oregon State. Colorado State's got to pull it together. 14-0 Oregon State with ball. Pushed out at the 33. First and 10 from the 33. Trying to push the football loose, and they do! Colorado State has the ball. First and 10 from the 47. As Horton wide open, misses it. Second and 10 from the 22. He's only able to get one as Colorado State still struggling. As Johnson drops another. Colorado State does pin him deep at the 11. First and 10 from the 11-yard line. They go with an option play. Hit hard down at the 16. McCoy can't be taking a bunch of shots like that. 2nd and 6 now. As they go with another option play. Great blocking. McCoy's down to the 44. Option plays have killed us so far. Now the running back coming in motion. As great tackling from Chase Wilson. 2nd and 11 now from the 43. As Hankerson with a great carry there, setting up 3rd and short. Breaking off tackle after tackle, and Hankerson's into the end zone. What a run from Anthony Hankerson, who's almost at 100 yards on the game in the first half. As Brown back to return yet another one this game. He brings it to the 19. It wasn't pretty to start the JMU dynasty. Not pretty to start this one. Horton able to hang on to that one for a gain of 8. Second and 2 from the 28-yard line. Fowler is able to pick up the first. First and 10 from the 31. Brown nearly got another first. About 9.5 for him there. 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends on the field here. Wide open across the middle. Just didn't have the time. This Oregon State defense absolutely insane so far. As Morrow does go for a couple. Picks up a first. First and 10 from the 46. More pressure after pressure from the left side for the main majority of the game. Now 2nd and 10. This time from the right, but Goffney able to hang on and juke out a couple. Fowler not playing awful here in this one. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. The jet sweep to Johnson. Turns it up for 5. Ends the second quarter here. 2nd and 5 from the 35. As Fowler spins away from one. Only able to get one, but avoiding a sack was the biggest part. Third and 4 from the 33. Going across the middle of the field. Winfield's open. He's inside the 10. First and goal for Colorado State with a minute left in this one. Well, in the first half at least. Johnson loses one. Couldn't break the first tackle. Brings up 2nd and goal from the 9 now. As misses a block and a fumble. The receiver just had to turn around. And we're getting into the end zone. But Melvin Jordan able to pick up the fumble. Now Hankerson over 100 yards on the game. And that will end the first half. Colorado State down does have a solid return there to the 31. First and 10 from the 31-yard line. As picked off. What a play! And an excellent block. And he's going to take it all the way. Pick six. Skylar Thomas. An excellent play by the DB. Tipping it in the air. And then hitting the block as well. Olsen spinning away down to the 17. Fowler just a tad bit underthrown that football. But more of a better play than anything, really. 2nd and 9 from the 18. As Morrow just stone cold drops that football now. Third and 9 from the 18-yard line. Right underneath, Winfield picks up the first. First and 10 from the 32. As Morrow able to get the running lanes open on that one. First and 10 from the 43. As Fowler takes off, slides down, first down. First and 10 from the 45. As he has him deep. Winfield, touchdown! Underthrown ball, but gets it right over the DB for a touchdown. As Colorado State finally on the board, 28-7 now. First and 10 for Oregon State. There's a broken tackle there. Still fighting down to the 45. First and 10 from the 45-yard line. As a receiver coming in motion. Another broken tackle. Blackburn pushes him out at the 50. Hankerson almost at 130 yards on the game. Another great run for Oregon State, and they are dominating the ground right now. Trying to punch the ball loose, get another turnover here. As Griffin, the backup running back, able to get a couple more. 2nd and 3 from the 33. Here comes some pressure. Still gets the football off. It's Hankerson. How'd he get out of there? A burst of speed gets him in the end zone. And a touchdown, Oregon State. It's a 35-7 game now. Brown able to get down to the 21. It's a 28-point ball game now. Morrow coming in motion. As Winfield with a very tough catch. Winfield has him deep again. Hangs on to it down to the 18. 150 receiving yards for Winfield. As Johnson trying to get shifty in the backfield, only gaining 4 on that one. Nothing for him on the ground so far. As Horton finally getting involved, picks up a first down here for them. Morrow trying to push the pile for a little bit more, not able to. Second and goal from the 3. Morrow gets in. Second score of the quarter for Colorado State. This one's going to be kicked deep here. As how do you stop this Beaver offense? First and 10 from the 25. They go with a bubble screen here. Another first down. There's another broken tackle. Juking out another defender. And he's still going. Lopez can't get him. Who is this man? (42-14). Anthony Hankerson. Who is this man? Absolutely killing us. We have no answer for him. First and 10 from the 21. As Johnson now can't hang on to this one. Hit him right in the hands, just cannot hang on to it. Second and 10 now from the 21. On the run, Horton with a very tough catch. Third and inches. Just threw that one in the dirt. Lived to play another down. They'll be going for it. Third and inches. As Goffney able to hang on to it. Last play of the third quarter here. A very high-scoring third quarter. As Fowler just able to get back to the line of scrimmage. As all Oregon State here in this one. Third quarter was a bit closer, but that's about it. Second and 10. As the backups are now in. Jackson in at quarterback here. As Persons able to pick up a first down. Jackson underneath Persons. Another catch and a big run. As Jackson laid out, trying to deliver that one. A little slow to get up as well. 2nd and 10. Down goes Jackson, trying to step up in the pocket. Nothing open. And Blake from behind gets home. 3rd and 11 now. As Henderson drops that one. Honestly, we're just going to take our points. Get some more points on the board here. I don't know if I made that one, and it's going to be wide left. Awful kick. 2nd miss of the game. First and 10 from the 34. Hankerson loses one. 234 yards on the game for Hankerson. Second and 11. Incomplete. Good breakup on that play. 3rd and 11 now. McCoy sliding down. Finally able to get them off the field for the first time in this game, I believe. Besides the one fumble. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 18. As Goffney hanging on to that one. Got the message last week. Catch the football or get benched. 2nd and 7 now from the 22. This doesn't even have time to take a deep shot. Third and 7. Jackson taking off, diving forward. First down picked up. First and 10 from the 46. As have people open, but pressure just a little too much here. 2nd and 12 from the 45-yard line. As across the middle, good throw. Just can't hang on to it in tight coverage. As Goffney wide open. First down for him. As Jackson 5 for 9. Looking decently sharp here. A good block there. Able to get 9 on the run is Jackson. Looking downfield, nearly caught, but deflected at the last second. Third and 1 now from the 30. As Person able to hang on to that one. Jackson running the offense pretty smoothly here. A broken tackle there. Able to pick up 6. 2nd and 4 from the 17. Third and 3 from the 16. See if they can get at least one more score here. An overthrow is going to stop that from happening. Was a very difficult throw. But Oregon State should just be able to run this one out here. If they're able to wrap up Hankerson. Second and 4 from the 14. Back to the line of scrimmage goes Hankerson. Larry able to come in, make a good play. They run here. Even when you think you have him stopped, you don't. Anthony Hankerson dominating here in this one. As Colorado State falls to 0-5 on the year. We'll check out some of the stats here. As Fowler was pretty good in this one. 16 of 28, 279 yards, a touchdown. Jackson also pretty good outside of that overthrow. 7 of 13, no touchdowns. Had the pick though. As couldn't get anything going on the ground. Touchdown for Morrow, but nothing was going for us. Fumble by Fowler. Receiving wise, Amarni Winfield, 6 catches, 150 yards, and a touchdown. As Vince Brown, the tight end, 3 catches, 78 yards. It's Torrey Horton. Got to get open more. 3 drops from Johnson, a couple from a couple other guys. Offensive line, only 3 sacks allowed, but the pressure was insane. Defensively, Larry led the team in tackles. 2 tackles from loss from him and Rodriguez. No sacks, no picks. A couple pass deflections. A forced fumble from Jack Howell. A chase recovered. But an awful defensive performance here, especially against the ground. Don't know what we got to do, but we'll figure it out. Hopefully next week's our week, and I'll see y'all then. Peace.